From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a big evening and overnight crypto here on LALATE as cryptocurrency coins continue to downtrend on Friday, suggesting that the top cryptocurrency picks of 2021 may be different. We'll be looking at the top coins for you to best, the best coins to pick. We'll be looking at the Doge chart live on air, and we'll be going over how to analyze the situation across the board. A market crash came this week, and I told you we had not fully rebounded to our levels before the market crash. And I told you that potentially we could be downtrending, and we are. Tonight, coins went to further lows, and by the end of the weekend, I predict we are going to go lower than the lows of the crash. I also predicting that Sunday may be a big buying opportunity, but only for flipping. Let's go over a lot of coins in this recording, like Bitcoin, and we'll also be covering Ethereum. We'll be looking at Doge, and we'll be looking at Polygon. Meantime, we'll be looking at coins in this recording like AMP. And yeah, you are seeing 5 cents on AMP. Decentraland downtrending. And Aave getting a big pop at the end, but LivePeer really falling across the board. We'll be going over strategies for buying and selling, opportunities for buyers and opportunities for sellers, and short-term, long-term, and mid-range possibilities across the board. And this is Evenings and Overnight Crypto. How are you? Boy, what a big day and week this has been. Let me tell you where we are, but first subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you part of this channel. Fastest growing cryptocurrency channel there is. 400,000 subscribers in 1 year. Hit that subscribe button right now. The reason why we're going so quickly, growing so quickly, is I cover all the coins. I cover all the buying opportunities and selling opportunities. And I show you how to make money in a down market because we are in a down market. So let's go over where we are right now. Friday going into Saturday and this weekend. I want you to think about this week. I want you to think about this weekend, the next week, and the 3 weeks away. Here's what you need to know. This market will not be the market of May 2021 for a while. So if you saw your coins in May of 2021, like your Doge is going to 76 cents, or your Aave is going to 500, 600, your Polygon is going to $2, not going to happen again for a very long time. Not going to happen this summer at all, is my prediction. Here's what you need to know. We had a market crash 3 weeks ago on a Tuesday. We fully rebounded by Wednesday. On Thursday, that same Thursday, we had a market crash again, and we fully rebounded by that Friday. But then we downdrafted because you know what happens on weekends. Weekends we go up on Friday evening to Saturday morning at about 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then we downtrend all the way into Sunday nights. And that Sunday night, that third market crash was lower than the 2 market crashes before that. That was the indicator I was looking at all this week. Because guess what? Over the last 3 weeks, I've been predicting that it was going to be a 4th market crash. My price points, Ethereum under 2,500, we were under it every single day, and Bitcoin under 35,000, we were under it a lot. I said there was going to be a 4th market crash. But before last weekend, I said, big warning signals, it's going to be the Sunday. Because Ethereum fell below its last price level before its last crash. That was 2,200. And sure enough, on Sunday, we crashed. But we crashed on Sunday, Monday, and part of Tuesday. Not because of market forces, but because of a statement from the People's Republic of China, which had caused the first market crash and it caused the second market crash. Here's what you need to know. This crash was different. Why was it different this week? Because after the market crash, the prior market crashes were 1 day. This market crash went on for 2+ days. But after the market crash was effectively over, coins came up and they did not rebound back to their levels before the market crash. That was totally different than the first and second market crash and slightly different than the third. In prior market crashes, we fully rebounded to where we were before the market crash. This time we didn't, which was bad news. We didn't go back to our side-of-day price levels on our coins. So what did I say? I said on Monday, don't buy. I said on Tuesday, don't buy. I said on Wednesday, we're going lower. And we did go lower. So what happened today? We went lower. And I said there were 3 possibilities of what could be happening the end of this week. That we could flatten out at a new low, or we could downdraft and continue to go lower. And I said if we continue to downdraft, big trouble. Big problems, because guess what? This Sunday could be like that third market crash where we got lower than market crash number 2 and 3. Remember, we had a crash that first time on a Tuesday, then a crash on a Thursday. But the third crash, which was Sunday, which was not tied to anything for the People's Republic of China, was just sort of the result of sort of like, too much carbonation. We sort of slid further down. And that's what I think is going to happen this Sunday. I think we're going to slide slower down. But I don't have to even guess. It's already happening. We're looking at a lot of coins Friday going in Saturday that are now below the crash levels of earlier this week. That's no bueno. That means we have not found the bottom, which means the bottom of the crash. We are double dipping, meaning we're going down into another crash, potentially coming back up, or we're just going lower. So if you are focusing on your buying opportunities, which one can you absolutely cut off the list? You cannot do it. Buying and selling in about a month or 2 months or 3 months, cut it off the list. Not going to happen. You can't do it. If you think you can buy Doge at 22 cents and sell it at $1 in 3 months, you are in fairyland, because that is not happening. That is la la land. That's not happening. The coins are going to be less of value in 3 months from now. And so you do not want to be buying and selling in 3 months from now in that mindset. Not going to happen. This will no longer be January to May, where January you could buy a coin and put it away in 3 months from now and then it was 1,000% up. You can no longer do that. So what can you do? Let's go over the coins right now and understand what are the opportunities. We're going to see a lot of different movements, but you're going to see a familiar sight. We're currently looking at one of the platforms, Gemini, and we're looking at one of the coins. My mouse is in the coin, and we're looking at the 24-hour chart. This is one day. This is Bitcoin. Started the day at 34,000. After yesterday, Bitcoin came up a little bit. Look how low he went to. 31,000, folks. If that is not the writing on the wall, then what is not? 31,000 was the market crash price of this week. Bitcoin went to 29,000 for a second, but it was generally in the 30 to 31,000 during the market crash this week. Look at this chart right here. We are double dipping. We went to 31 today, and the market crash this week was 29, 30. We're double dipping. That's about the same price. You want to look at another double dip? Here we go. How low did Ethereum get today? 1,800. You know what it did during the market crash? 1,700. We're double dipping. We're finding a new low. What's Doge doing today? Doge went to 23. Not as low as the market crash, but still not good. Let's look at Doge during the market crash of this week. Went to 17. And still 22 is not good. It means it's trying to go back to that level. Now, in the case of some coins like Polygon and Engine, the situation is actually worse. So here you go. Polygon went to 98 cents during the crash of this week. Where is it right now? How low did it go today? It went to 105. 105. So it's almost the same price. And you're going to see that situation all over again. And this is Friday going into Saturday. You know what the weekend is? Sunday's the worst day of the weekend. There is Saturday from about noontime all the way to Sunday is the worst day of the week for coins. They devalue then. So we haven't even started our devaluation days of the week, which is Saturday afternoon to Sunday. Yeah, you're going to get below the crash level this week. So here's what you need to know. Should you be buying this weekend? There are 3 buying opportunities that you can consider. Let me go over the buying opportunities and how they've slightly changed. Number 1 is buying and holding. Now, earlier I said you don't want to be buying and trying to sell in 2 months or a month or 3 months. That's not the buying and holding I'm referring to, because your coin will potentially be less of value in 3 months from now. You rather want to focus on buying and holding for 5 years. So there's 2 approaches to buying and holding for 5 years. It's sort of like a house you see on the block. You want to go and buy it and you're like, well, I'm overpaying for it, but I really like it and it's going to go up in 5 years. Versus, no, I want to really take my time and really try to steal a house for a bargain. So it depends on how you are. I've always said I like Ethereum at 1,500. I like Doge in the low 20s, and I like Bitcoin around 31,000. I like those as my price points, and I put them away for 10 years. I'm perfectly fine with that. 5 years. I'm perfectly fine with that. Bitcoin will go to 100,000. Ethereum will go to 10,000. And Doge will go to $1, $2, most analysts think, in the next 5 years. So that is an easy buying and putting it away. Now, a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to get money this year. They want to start making money on cryptocurrency this year. So how do you make money on cryptocurrency this year? With a market where the coins are going like this, obviously you're not going to be holding it to go down. Rather, you're going to be holding it when it dips for a day and then pops up. You're going to be buying it and then selling it. And when it slides down and then it pops up, you're going to buy and sell it again. As the coin depreciates, you're not going to be holding it week after week because that will be a depreciating asset. Rather, you're going to be buying it on these slight little downtrends or these breakaways where the coin comes back up. And what are your profit margins going to be? You're not going to see 100% margins or 3,000% or 5,000%. You're going to see 20% or more, 20% about maybe 60%. And you want to take those. You want to do a lot of those because you continually can do those. And the more times you do them, they add up to 100%. I mean, it's just sort of obvious math. You do 20% every 2 days, you can do 100% return, every few days because you're doing it routinely. So those are the opportunities. How you stagger them? 2 different ways. 1, flipping, which is buying and selling in about 3 days. Or 2, day trading, which is getting in and out within an hour or 2, or in some cases, getting in and out within about a day or so. Let's look at those opportunities. They're very obvious when you look at the charts. Even the last 24 hours, you can see the obviousness of the day trading. So when we look at Bitcoin, we can obviously see how Bitcoin has given opportunities across the board. So you buy a Bitcoin at 31,000, you can certainly get out at 33,000. I don't like that. I don't like Bitcoin for flipping because it is an expensive coin. And the more expensive the coin it is, the less profit margin. So you're going to not focus on your flipping or your day trade on Bitcoin, Ethereum because they're $1,000 coins. Not that you're taking a $1,000 position in it, but because you need to get nice movements to get a 20% gain. So Doge, absolutely. So Doge, look at what Doge did right now. So Doge went to 23 cents today so far, but it also went up to 26 to 30 cents. Wow. So there you go right there in one day. In at 22, out at 32. That's a perfectly fine return. Polygon. Very obvious with Polygon. Polygon get in at $1, out at $1.50. It did $1.50. Just here we go. $1.20. You can even get out $1.20. Let's say $1.20. Let's be super conservative on Polygon. Get in at $1 and out at $1.20. Very easy. Then we go to AMP. AMP is falling apart. AMP was not the coin that a lot of people had hoped. It's pushing down to 5 cents. But look, it's trading up to 6. So you can get an AMP at, let's say, 4 cents, sell at 6 cents. Or 5 cents, sell at 7 cents. Now, AMP is going to downtrend like other coins. So you're looking at something like in at 5, out at 7. And then when it gets cheaper, in at 4, out at 6. And when it gets cheaper, in at 3, out at 5. You don't want to be holding AMP because it's going to depreciate in the next few weeks. Decentraland, same thing. You're going to get at 48, out at, 52, out at 56, out at 6, out in the 50s. It's not going to go to $1. And it's important to understand that the price points you had for these coins back in May, you're no longer able to get. Aave is perhaps the most volatile of coins in the moment, which has a lot of possibility. Aave went to 170 2 days ago, but is at 187 today. You can grab Aave in 170. You can just wait it out, 179, and then out at 220. There you go. There you go. I mean, you can get a 19 to 25% return on Aave. LivePeer is actually slightly getting interesting after it was not for a few days. So LivePeer in just one day went from 20 to 25. That you can do the math right there. That is a nice return. So what are you doing? You're coming into the coin for an opportunity where you see it's cheap on the slide and getting it when it pops up a percentage point and then getting out. What are you not doing? You're not doing this. You're not looking back at May. So when preparing your trading opportunity, you're understanding when you're going to get in and when you're going to get out. You're going to get out based upon what the coin has done in the last few days. So let's say the coin was $1 all day long today, and then pops down to 80. Excuse me. Let's say the coin was $1.20 the last 3 days, but then suddenly it pops down to $1, and then it pops down to 80 cents for 20 minutes. Grab it. And then hope it gets up to that $1.20, and then you get a 18% return approximately. And then and then you get out, because guess what? The coin's going right back down to $1.10, and then about a week from now, the coin will be 90 cents, and then it'll be 80 cents. You don't want to hold the coin because it's devaluing. So why am I saying the coins are devaluing? Because they are. If you look at the charts out further, you see that the wonders of May are long time gone. Coins are downtrending, losing whether it's 3% every 48 hours or potentially longer. If you look at any coin, they have not done well in surviving these market crashes. Here is LivePeer. You look at LivePeer out further. And every coin has, I want to show you actually a better chart, because a lot of these coins were not listed on Gemini all this time. Here's Bitcoin. Here's the most obvious example. So Bitcoin, all these coins had this run up a mountain, and then they're coming back down the mountain. How low will they be on the mountain? Well, you see now, Bitcoin is down almost 60% of this mountain. What do I think is going to happen? I think the coins will eventually depreciate over the next few weeks slowly, so that they get, here, watch my mouse, so it gets down to about this spot of the mountain, about 29,000. And then when the People's Republic of China comes back in 3 weeks, that's the next thing I'm going to tell you. They're going to come back, and they're going to have another announcement. Bitcoin won't be 29,000. It'll be down here. It'll be about 21, 18, 19, because it's going to bring it back down to the other side of the mountain. So whatever coin you're looking at, whether it's a Polygon or someone else, you need to be prepared that Polygon will be going to the February levels once the next People's Republic of China announcement's made. Here you go. So what was Polygon in those early levels? It was 70 cents. So do not game the People's Republic of China. Do not game them, because they will be back with another stern warning sometime in the next 3 weeks. But guess what's going to happen between now and the next 3 weeks? Coins are going to be devaluing slowly, losing percentage of points every single day. And then when the People's Republic of China comes in, bam, they're going to take a big fall. But that fall will be after it's been devaluing for weeks. Not to say you can't make money in this market, but you absolutely cannot make money over the next 3 weeks buying a coin and putting it away and not looking at it. Unless it's a 5-year hold. You need to come in quickly and come out quickly. So how do you find those opportunities? Now that you understand what those opportunities are, and we're talking on the buy side still, how do you find those opportunities? You want to go into your charts and you want to look at something like a Gemini and rank your coins based upon worst performing and also best performing that day. Because ultimately, coins that are worst performing may be oversold due to something that is happening. And if you look at your charts every single day, you'll say, wait a second, that coin broke out yesterday. I think this is cheap. So Phantom is worst performing right now, but Phantom had a beautiful run just a few days ago. LivePeer was doing well a few days ago. So I think Phantom and LivePeer are probably oversold at the moment and are going to uptick a little bit before they downtrend again. Earlier today on Morning's Crypto, SushiSwap was number 3. Now, SushiSwap was up for 2 days in a row on this channel. So you saw how SushiSwap was the best performing coin yesterday, and this morning was the second worst performing coin on Gemini. They're out of the list, which means they've rebounded, which means that some people may have bought SushiSwap because it was too cheap earlier, and now it's uptrending. So let's now re-rank the coins. So there you go. We click the column, the third column, and we are now ranking the coins based on best performance. Cardano up good, and Solana, which is a wonderful coin, up well as well. And notice that you don't see any real familiar names on either of the lists. What I want you to do is promise yourself the following. You need to sort of divest yourself of how you thought this market was from January, February to May. It's not going to be that market anymore. The market of January to May was an easy market where you could just simply do nothing and have a 1,000% return on your coin that you never look at. Can't do that anymore. So let's recap. You have 3 opportunities on the buy side, which are buy and hold 5 years, buying and flipping within a few days when the coin gets relatively cheap for a few hours and it pops back up. But it's still sliding, so you don't want to be holding it long term. And also day trading, which is potentially the best opportunity at the moment. This in and out for just a few hours, getting 20% in these big volatile moves where it's just down and you're getting back out. What's important to know is that on the sell side, what do you do? So some of you may have bought coins based upon everything I just told you that's no longer available. You may have bought a coin, let's say in June, hoping to just put it away and hoping it to go up to something. So what are your opportunities? A bad performing asset will depreciate and will be worth less money over short term. Long term will be worth more money. So what's an example? You bought Doge at 30 cents and it's going to stay in the 20s for a while. It'll go to $1 maybe next year or maybe later this year, but it's not going to go $1 this summer. And so if you don't need the money, just ignore that investment. That investment's there, and it's, for now, when it comes back up, it'll come back up, but it's not coming up right now. If you need access to the funds, that's a different situation. People who need access to the funds may want to get out of the position. And then some people do sort of a cost analysis that you may have been in stocks this year and have big wins, and that this was sort of a nominal loss. You put very little money into a coin, but you have big money, let's say, in wins on Ford or wins on this stock, and you need a few losses, and this is only like a $200 loss. Maybe you'll get out of the loss and put into something else that's good. So there's different ways to assess that as well. But how about this weekend? I believe Sunday's going to be awful. It's going to be really low. And I want you to understand that you do not want to think that there is a pop. These false positives, these rose-colored glasses, these everything is wonderful people are everywhere. And boy, they think that they can ramp up social media. They think they can ramp up coin prices by telling everyone everything is wonderful. That's not how you invest. You have to admit sometimes things are just not working well. You have to admit things are not working well. Doesn't mean you can't make money on it, but you have to admit things are not going well. So if you see Cardano up, 8% today or 5% up today, and then you look at the chart, it's like you're down 40% for the last week. And so you have to look out at these charts a little bit further. And with that, what should you anticipate for this weekend as we go into the split screen? I want you to use coinmarketcap.com, which is over here. And I want you to rank coins based upon worst performing and best performing throughout the day, because you'll see opportunities there that weren't there later in the day. And you may say, I don't see anything. Come back in a few hours, there was something. Just like earlier in this video when I said, Sushi Swap was cheap earlier today after it had big wins earlier this week. There's always something that breaks out. Is there any particular coin I like better than any other coin? For a long time hold, I still love, 10 years, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I think they're going to depreciate. I rather wait on them. How long would I wait on them? I love it. I think anything for Bit in the 20s, 20,000, 29,000, 28,000, I think it's great. I think Ethereum, anything under 1,500 is just wonderful. But I do think Ethereum could be heading to 900. I do think it could be heading to 900. I do think Bitcoin could be heading to 24,000 with another big whammo of the People's Republic of China in 3 weeks from now. Doge, I'm not particularly excited about at the moment. But because I think there's other things out there that are better, until I see more stability, I don't think I'm interested in going long-term on Doge. I like trading Doge, though. I do like, flipping Doge or day trading Doge. AMP is losing a lot of positive vibes, but on the other hand, it has a lot of volatility. So I like that because remember, you want volatility for a coin. So I like getting in at 5 cents, out at 7 cents on AMP, or in at 6 cents, out at 8 cents on AMP, because that's a nice return on your money. You can't be doing that type of trading on Ethereum and Bitcoin because they don't move as volatile as the cheaper coins. And then the polygons and engines are, they're doing these 15 to 20% moves in a few days. So if you look over a 2-day horizon, you may have a lot of opportunities. And with that, I really appreciate for you joining me on this overnight and evening's crypto broadcast. Throughout the evening, if you have any comments, questions, price targets, or coins that you want me to discuss, jump in the live chat. In this video, we've covered the sell side, whether you should buy, whether you should sell or hold or wait to get out of the position. We cover the buying opportunities, and the buying opportunities you should no longer consider, like that buy and sell in 3 months. No, you should not be doing that. We've considered the opportunity of a lot of coins, and ultimately saw that if you're getting in and out of coins very quickly, you want coins that have a lot of movement within a certain 24-hour period. And if the coin is 20, 30, 40, 50,000 and it's only moving $200, that's not going to give you the big price movement. But moving 5 cents to 8 cents is a beautiful return on your investment. So along the way, you need to gauge everything and be prepared. And with that, subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you part of this family. Subscribe and help this channel grow. Fastest growing cryptocurrency channel there is on YouTube. Like this video, 3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. Join me every morning at 9:30 a.m. with Mornings Crypto, followed by Evenings Crypto at 7 o'clock, and Overnights Crypto starting at 5:30 p.m. for 15 hours. Stay informed, stay focused, have a beautiful evening. I hope you are ready for the excitement of Sunday. I know I am, and stay with LALATE for more.